Remember when sports radio and TV were the heartbeat of every sports fan's day? When tuning in wasn't just about getting the latest scores or highlights, but about joining a conversation that felt authentic, passionate, and yes, dare I say, intelligent? A place where hosts could take their time to dive into the meat of the game, the players, the history, the strategy. Well, guess what? Those days are mostly over. Today, sports radio and TV are dominated by, well, let's be honest, an endless parade of clickbait garbage. What happened? Seriously, what happened? When sports radio was more than just a job for people. When you could tune in to hear passionate, authentic conversations about your favorite teams. Well, somewhere along the way, the soul got sucked out. Local and national sports radio and TV shows became bland, clickbait, and predictable, like watching your favorite team fall apart one play at a time. But where traditional sports media fell short, sports YouTube channels picked up the slack, and today, that's where the real fans and real talk are at. Hello everyone, open-minded neutral here, and in today's video, I want to talk about the downfall of a sudden I'm very passionate about, because at the end of the day, I'm just an everyday sports fan who needs to get something off my chest. I'm diving into a story of decline and reinvention, the journey of sports radio and TV shows, once a proud, spirited place where passionate debates and genuine analysis thrived. Now? Well, it's a different beast. Somewhere along the way, sports media drifted from engaging commentary to a clickbait circus where shock value replaced substance. And guess what? Fans didn't stand for it. They found a new home on YouTube. So, grab your favorite game day snack and let's break down what happened. Before I dive into today's topic, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment, and hit the notification bell so you're always in the loop with fresh, neutral content that's as unbiased as it gets. I'd love to hear from you about what you like, what you think could be better, and anything else you want to see on here. Don't hold back. Whether it's positive or constructive, I'm here for it all. Your insights help me keep leveling up, and I'm genuinely excited to hear what you've got to say. Drop a comment, send a message, or even reach out on my X account, formerly known as Twitter. Let's keep it real. Keep it open-minded, and let's get into it.
Personal choice. Remain fiercely loyal to your team that's won a franchise best 97 games and is battling Atlanta for the NL's best mark, or forget etiquette, root for the other guy. Tough choice for Padre fans facing Sammy Sosa. One young fan stammered, he's like, I'm one of his fans. Another old head was old school. I don't want Sosa to hit one. Not against the Padres, not.
Back in the day, local and national sports talk shows were like the heartbeat of a city. If you were a Lakers fan in LA or a Bears fan in Chicago, these shows felt like yours. Radio hosts had personalities, and sports TV shows had this raw energy that kept you glued. It wasn't about grabbing eyeballs or pandering to get clicks, it was just genuine. Sports radio was more than just background noise, it was practically an art form. From legends like Howard Cosell, Bob Costas, Chris Berman, Scott Van Pelt, Stuart Scott, Rich Eisen, Dan Patrick, Kenny Mayne, Tom Jackson, John Saunders, Mike Wilbon, and Tony Kornheiser to local guys you could only catch in certain cities. There was a personality and insight that connected fans to the games they loved. There was a sense of purpose, and it wasn't about pushing headlines. It was about celebrating the sport. Fans were treated to thoughtful, in-depth discussions that made you think. Call-in segments allowed fans to voice their opinions, challenge the hosts, and make the whole experience feel communal. But somewhere along the way, things took a dark turn. The art of sports broadcasting devolved into something else, something less fulfilling. These hosts weren't afraid to share their true opinions. Their debates felt real, their conversations unscripted. If they argued, they really meant it, and if they were excited about a player, they let you know. It was about passion, not polish.
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Get I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No,
for
I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal...
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just...
Go ahead.
You disrespect him. It's just so...
Fast forward to today, and sports radio and TV shows have lost that special spark. Nowadays, it feels like half the airtime is filled with exaggerated arguments, recycled talking points, and sensationalism at its worst. I mean, when was the last time you turned on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, or your local sports station and actually heard a unique opinion that wasn't just a headline grab? As with all good things, change came, and not necessarily for the better. Over the years, traditional sports media went through a transformation, and the days of unfiltered, passionate debate began to fade. Enter clickbait culture, the era where subtlety and substance went out the window, and in came exaggerated takes, hot topics, and the never-ending stream of breaking news that, spoiler alert, wasn't actually breaking. Ratings were slipping, so shows leaned harder on shock value. Instead of asking why something happened, they were all about, what's the wildest thing we can say to get you to watch for 5 more minutes? They traded the soul of sports talk for view counts. Talk about fumbling the ball. Rather than keeping their roots, these shows started feeling more like reality TV. You'd turn on a sports talk show, and what do you get? Manufactured drama, clickbait headlines, and with the shut up and listen because my opinion is more important than yours, and if you don't like it, too bad attitude, and let's be real, the same old debates over and over that turned sports fans like myself off for years now. It wasn't about informing fans anymore. It was about getting as many clicks as possible. It felt like the heart of sports talk was lost, replaced by hot takes and cheap sensationalism. It's all about stirring the pot, creating drama where there is none, and catering to algorithms rather than real fans. Every week it's the same big talking heads rehashing the same topics with a fresh coat of outrage. It's exhausting, and fans noticed. Sports fans aren't fools. They noticed. They saw the content shift from genuine analysis to desperate attention grabs. The trust began to fade, and so did the audience. This shift created a ripple effect. Real fans weren't falling for the manufactured drama. They wanted real discussion, and it didn't take long for them to look somewhere else.
The one where you're going to set the tone for the team. Here's the rules, man. All right, here's the rules. Don't be late.
Nope.
Don't be overweight. Respect the game and respect the shield or something. There's the rules. All right, don't be late. Don't be fat. Respect the game. Respect the shield. That's all I need, man. Then he also told a story about how he doesn't care if you have 1 ass cheek and 3 toes. Nope. They will still beat your ass. We'll fight you here.
And here's where things get interesting. Just when traditional sports media started alienating its audience, a new wave of content emerged. Enter Sports YouTube. Instead of scripted segments and corporate-driven narratives, these creators were just fans talking to other fans. Authentic, real, and unfiltered. While radio and TV shows were busy chasing clicks and headlines, a revolution was happening on YouTube. Independent creators who loved sports as much as their audiences did started making content that resonated with fans. No corporate strings, no scripted drama, just pure sports talk. Sports YouTube channels like The Pat McAfee Show have built a massive following by merging insightful commentary with a fresh, relatable style. But it's the smaller, up-and-coming creators like Scooter Magruder, Tom Grossi, That's Good Sports, Urinating Tree, Matt Be Great, How About Those Chiefs, Football Analysis, SEC Shorts, Flemlow Raps, and so many others who deserve their flowers that add unique perspectives, humor, and niche insights that can be tough to find on larger platforms. These creators often have dedicated communities and provide an alternative to mainstream sports media, creating a space for fans to get updates, breakdowns, and laughs all in one. These channels also fill the gaps left by traditional outlets, whether it's hyper-focused team analysis, satire, or fan-driven content, and they've developed strong connections with viewers who feel left out by mainstream coverage. The diversity and variety of perspectives make the sports YouTube community not just more accessible, but also way more engaging. It's a fascinating shift, especially with channels like Locked On Sports and Chat Sports covering teams and leagues from all angles, making sports fandom feel even more inclusive and interactive. Unlike mainstream sports media, YouTube content creators were free to dive into the kind of conversations radio and TV used to offer. They were funny, witty, and often incredibly knowledgeable. YouTube became the go-to spot for fans looking for fresh perspectives and detailed analysis without all the extra noise. YouTube creators aren't just speaking to fans, they're speaking with them. They don't talk down or insult their fans, they embrace them. Fans can jump into the comments, ask questions, and even get responses. It feels personal. So, why did YouTube succeed where traditional sports media stumbled? Let's break it down. Freedom and authenticity. YouTube sports creators don't have corporate overlords dictating the script. They can speak their minds without worrying about upsetting sponsors or bending to audience-tested narratives. This authenticity was a breath of fresh air. Community engagement. On YouTube, fans are directly part of the conversation. They're commenting, debating, and sharing insights in real time. It's the kind of engagement radio and TV used to have, but at a whole new level. Diverse content formats. From live streams to deep dives to quick recaps, YouTube has something for every type of fan. If you want in-depth breakdowns, you've got it. Quick hot takes? They're there. The variety is endless, and the fans are spoiled for choice. This sense of community is something sports fans crave, and it's something YouTube delivers that traditional media doesn't. Instead of aiming for the lowest common denominator, YouTube creators can focus on deep analysis, breakdowns, and even show a little humor, all the things that diehard fans love. It's sports talk, elevated. So what's next for traditional sports radio and TV? Can they recover from this spiral? Well, the truth is they'd have to change dramatically. More open-ended conversations, giving hosts more freedom, actually listening to fans again. But the reality is, they probably won't. Sports radio and TV didn't just miss the mark, they went too far in the wrong direction. In their race to grab attention, they became the shock jocks of sports. Outrageous statements, controversies for the sake of ratings, especially locally radio sports. I mean, seriously, I don't know about you guys, but every time I listen, I feel insulted and lose brain cells by listening and being talked down by these clowns. But as fans, we've become savvy. We see through the hype and the nonsense. That's why so many have flocked to YouTube, where they can find more honest, in-depth sports coverage that doesn't feel like it's insulting their intelligence.
Jahmyr Gibbs and a second-round pick, and the Detroit Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. They are a.
They're going to throw in the Joe Louis fist. Hey, they're going to throw the GM building. Like what else? The bridge, that big bridge to Canada.
So what's next for sports media? Well, if traditional outlets want to stay in the game, they'll have to adapt. They'll need to get back to what made them great in the first place: genuine, passionate sports talk. Because at the end of the day, fans know the real deal. And thanks to platforms like YouTube, we have more options than ever to get our sports fix, on our terms. And that's the beauty of it all. Sports talk didn't disappear. It just found a new home. And now, it's better, stronger, and more real than ever. If you're tired of the noise and looking for the real thing, you know where to go. YouTube isn't just the future, it's the present. Sports media on YouTube has only just begun to find its footing. Creators have cracked the code on what makes content meaningful and engaging. And as long as they keep serving the fans first, putting authenticity over algorithms, there's no limit to where they can go. So, what do you think? Have sports radio and TV completely lost their edge? Are YouTube channels the new kings of sports commentary? Let's talk about it in the comments. Just like the old radio call-ins, but better. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep watching, keep debating, and keep celebrating the game. It's not going anywhere. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated with some more videos on this channel. And more importantly, like always, stay safe and stay open-minded.